right, party goers, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the galaxy's most average pop culture podcast, brought to you by Sailfish Comics. 3 amazing locations here in North Carolina, 1 in Concord, 1 in Winston-Salem, and the one right here at the home base of Greensboro, North Carolina, right across from Best Buy for all of your graphic novel, comic book, and action figure needs. Be sure to hit them up, especially on Wednesday's new comic book day. As always, my favorite movie theater brought back to life, formerly Brassfield Cinemas. Now it is Golden Ticket Cinemas. Be sure to hit them up. They got $5 and I think 50-cent movie Tuesdays. And on the weekends for the entire summer, they have like a family fest to where it's $1 movie tickets and I believe $5 popcorn and soda. The best deal ever on the planet. I don't know if you've been to the movies lately, but it's quite expensive. Our good friends at Golden Ticket have you covered. And then, of course, last but definitely not least, Scotty the Body Springer for all of your, entertainment needs in terms of DJ, photo booths, the whole 9 yards. Be sure to hit them up. It's topropeentertainment.com. Comes very, very highly rated. Good friend of ours on the podcast. Be sure to hit up Scotty the Body Springer for all of your entertainment needs for corporate events, weddings, and so much more. And if you're here in the Triad area and looking for an easy way to find all of our trivia and game nights, we have now set up a brand new page called Greensboro Game Nights and Events on Facebook. Be sure to give us a like and follow. You can see where we're going to be at Monday through Friday, and not just us, but also a lot of the businesses that we are affiliated with. You know us. We are support local all day long, especially here in the Carolinas. So, that's our intro. It is Thursday, June 12th. Tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Oh, my goodness gracious. And we are going to be talking, a lot about wrestling. I am super, super excited to have a good friend on the show tonight, right out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Devin Lowder joining us here in the building. She is going to be a part of our wrestling division here at Zero Dark Nerdy, and we are going to be coming up with stuff all the time for you. Devin, thank you for joining us. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. So glad to have you on. So funny little backstory here. As I mentioned, Devin and I have been friends for quite some time. And I've noticed just recently that she has been to SmackDown. She's been to Raw. She's been posting about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I have chills.
I have to get her on this podcast. And I reached out to her and she was like, I'm all in. I'm all about it, the whole 9 yards. So, Devin, just give the fans a little bit about, your backstory. Of course, these last 2 events that you went to, because I know we talked about now that you have a preference on seating, you can't go back. But, of course, just how you got into it in the whole 9 yards.
So I have always loved wrestling. I mean, obviously, when we were little, it was on TV, so why not? And then I've moved a lot of places. So I've been Charlotte, San Diego, Charlotte, LA, Dallas, back to Charlotte. And I kind of would keep up with it just from social media or randomly put it on or something like that. So when my dad, one of the reasons why I moved back is because my dad has dementia. And so when I found that out, instantly, I said, I'm moving home. And I never thought I'd move back. So here we are.
Yeah.
So I moved back in 2022. Mm-hmm. Fast forward to 2023, January 10th was my first day of not drinking. Didn't know obviously, you don't know what is about to happen. You just take it day by day. And then one day I was turning on the TV and I was like, let me just put wrestling on again.
Yeah.
And I put it on and my ADHD literally locked in because I was like, okay, I kind of remember what this feels like. And since then, I was like, it's a wrap because going through sobriety and not knowing a lot of people around you, you have the people that have been there in your corner to help you.
Sure.
But don't fully understand because they're not going through the same thing. So in my mind, I didn't want to overload myself because I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I just started watching wrestling, and it was something that I could A, depend on, B, I knew every week those people were going to show up for me if I showed up for them.
Yeah.
Granted, they're on TV, but it's something that I knew I could lock in on and kind of enjoy. And then it was a wrap after that because, oh my Lance, I just fell in love with it. And then I didn't realize how passionate I was going to get and how much I was going to love it. But something that has just, it's helped me so much through everything. And I have been hours and hours and hours of watching matches and matches and matches. And even if it's just on the background of the TV while I'm cleaning, it just helps me. And when I'm having a bad day,
Yeah.
really, because I think last year I went into like a severe depression. Because the first year of sobriety, you're on this like high of like, this is so exciting, and you're learning all these new things, and then you're learning how to year one sets you up for year two. At least for me, it did, in a sense of like how to just raw dog emotions. Like, you're sad, okay, let me just go have a glass of wine. We can't do that. So the first year, it's kind of setting you up. The second year, my depression was very, very bad. And what made it worse is I hid it for so long. And so a lot of people kind of were like, knew, but not really.
Yeah.
And then end of year two, it got better. And then beginning of the year when we went to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So we get our tickets through TickPick.
Okay.
And we were on the right side of the ring, so on the hillside, but we were like catty corner up, but our seats were perfect because you could see the announce table, you can see their entrance, you could kind of see everything.
Yeah.
So we got our tickets probably like 2 or 3 weeks before.
Sure.
And literally within 24 hours, our tickets went up $1,000.
Wow.
And everybody kept saying, sell them, sell them. I said, are y'all crazy? Like, any other person could sell them, but I don't care if I have to go by myself. I am going to this.
Yeah.
And it was because I haven't been to a live event since Greensboro, since like Hooter days.
Right.
So we went, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And because it was right before WrestleMania, I was like, everything's going to happen. Of course, guess who went on her honeymoon? Rhea. I cried. I just want to hear her music live so bad because I'll probably cry. I'll probably like freeze and I'll probably cry, obviously.
And you'll be on TV. They always get the criers on TV.
Oh my gosh. I'm secretly glad that she wasn't at SmackDown when we went to Greensboro because I wouldn't have been able, like, my body would have been so overloaded with emotions, I wouldn't have known what to do.
Yeah.
But it was great going to Raw because I was like, now I can actually experience it. And there was a little kid and his dad beside us, and the little kid was like telling his dad about everything. And I was just like, and then a kid beside us had special needs, and he had 2 signs. And it was just such a, like, I have like chills thinking about it. It's just such an overwhelming feeling to know that every person can enjoy wrestling. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It's something that you can always count on. And then once you get invested, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So then when we went to SmackDown, I didn't know where our seats were. And so we were walking, and I was like, where are we going? And my friend Erin, I went with her mom, and her sister. And Erin was like, my mama don't play because she's from Trinity. And you getting some country girls.
Yeah.
And then we walked down, and my whole body, I had to sit down because I was just in like I was just so grateful to like even be able to like experience this. And sitting where I sat will change I don't care who you are. I don't care if you hate it. It will change every single thought you had because you're right there. It feels so much different. Like, even if the crowd is like not that into the match, you're into it. You're locked in because you literally just saw this person walk beside you who you've been like watching, and after every match that they did, they walked by, and I was like, that was such a good match. I would yell at like Drew. I said, me and my cats love you. I blacked out when Jacob walked by, and I did the spirit fingers. Like, what but it was so much fun. Like it was the best thing ever, the best experience. And so it has tremendously gotten me out of really dark places in my life. And thank you to Seth, Jay, and Rhea for that, because and Randy, those are the four that have like truly helped me through all of this. No matter heel or what, I don't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and here we are now. Talking about wrestling.
I love it. Such a fantastic story. And, I didn't know all this just, for backstory here, like just finding this out. And it's at the end of the day, whether going through sobriety or not, we all need something that we can focus on that's going to help us feel better.
Yes.
And, I was telling Devin earlier, I mean, I think I told you today for the first time I suffer from anxiety and depression. And this year was really, once Raw got on Netflix, I was like, let me start watching. And I was just hooked. And I know that they went all out. Obviously, they were in LA, had Hogan, they had everybody. And I was watching it with my daughter. And I don't remember if it was that Raw or the one after, because my daughter's never really watched wrestling. And like I said, I just got back into it. I watched it growing up, loved it. I was there for the Attitude Era. And I kind of like stopped after like early 2000s when it was, The Rock started doing movies and Stone Cold was on, right. So, I was just kind of like, and even now my excuse was, I don't have time. Now I make time. And my cousin, big shout out to my cousin Julian. He's got a Twitch page and YouTube and everything else. It's called JLD or Just Laying Down. He helped me get back into wrestling too. He came into town, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, for Sting's last match at AEW. Ooh. And that was fun just to have him here. And, I love seeing his podcast and his stories and just him like blowing up. So big shout outs to my cousin up in, from Spanish Harlem, but living now in Queens with a new baby. So, big shout outs to the fam out there out in New York. We'll see you in October for Comic-Con. So I digress. So yeah, I started getting into it, and then I put it on, and it was when Jey Uso came out, and I'm like showing my daughter, I was like, this is why I'm getting back into wrestling. And she was so funny with it. She was like, it's been like 5 minutes and nobody's wrestled. I was like, I know this is more about the story than the actual wrestling.
4 letters, one word, yeet.
Who can't love Jey Uso? I mean, I'm sorry. Like I have the shades. I would have rocked the shirt today, but it's laundry day. And
for Halloween, I made my bar have a wrestling theme for Halloween, and I dressed like Jey Uso.
No, you did not.
I wrote the yeet on the glasses. I got a shirt. I cut it. I did my hair like this. I got fresh Air Force Ones. I wore behind the bar, and they're still fresh to this day. Yes. Oh, wow. And I wore my belts. Yep. Pants, everything.
I'm gonna need pictures of all that so I can put it up when we post this video.
Oh yes.
So Friday 13th coming up tomorrow. SmackDown coming down tomorrow. But we have had one hell of a week so far. So Money in the Bank, Worlds Collide, Raw, a lot has happened. Let's go ahead and start with Money in the Bank. Devin, what are some of your favorite moments and matches from Money in the Bank?
Okay, so I really liked how they did the girls match because they did the vets, the newbies, they kept you on your toes. They've been a lot better at doing that with matches lately, I feel like. Obviously, I wanted Mommy to win because she's my heart and soul. Yeah. But also, Alexis coming back, like, I want her. They're doing a kind of a good job at like pushing her, but I feel like they could do it more. Mm-hmm. But I think Naomi, with Naomi's storyline and all this going on, I'm so happy that she won because for so many years didn't really get a title chance or anything like that. So it's good to see them finally being like, all right, we're going to do it. And she's doing so good at being a heel. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I saw your video, not to cut you off real quick, where she was walking by you and you were like, I love you,
Oh my God. And then Jade ran out and I booed Jade so hard. And I don't care how much slack I get from this, but I'm Team Naomi. So
Yeah.
okay, let's see. Lyra and Becky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Becky won.
Me too.
I think that people also forget that the very first person to kind of hold a title was China. And well, technically it's the third person passing it down in a sense. But Lyra did a really good job at the beginning. Like she's good technically.
Yeah.
And she's becoming a lot better with the crowd. So
yes,
for Becky to come back, she had to get that title. And if you noticed last week, she had said, I'll never challenge you again. I think I saw on my girls' podcast, she had said that. And I was like, it's so true. And that's the little breadcrumbs that why wrestling is so amazing, because it's a storyline. It's not fake. You have to have storylines because these people would literally be unhinged. Right. And actors and actresses, they have storylines. They have a script. So what's the difference? The difference is we don't need stunt doubles because they already are.
Yep.
So there's not really a difference. It's a different way of that. But they've been doing good at those breadcrumbs. So that's a little thing. Now, I love that Jacob said, hey, you, because it was about time that Solo felt what he's been doing to Jacob this entire time.
Yeah.
He's been messy. He's been screwing over him the entire time. Solo has gotten way better with the crowd. He's funny. That whole family is hilarious.
Yeah.
And Jacob, it was about time. And Seth, we all knew Seth was going to win.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll lead to Monday, so we'll get to that. Whew. Okay. And then the tag team, they did a really good job because Logan and John Cena. Logan gets so much hate, but he's been that way since he started YouTube. He's literally played the exact same person. So for people to like,
he's a great heel.
He is
himself.
He's so good technically. He is so good. He literally does not have to do anything but be himself.
Yep. And that's the thing. And I brought this up before. We did a little wrestling preview with Red Oak Brewing. And I was like, I'll give him this. It'd be different if he was just a YouTuber that got on just to get on. He is actually a really good wrestler.
Yes.
Phenomenal wrestler.
Should he win the title? No.
No.
But everything else is good.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but you cannot win against Jay and Cody. Like, they needed John Cena to lose, and this was the perfect way of him actually losing his first match, which will trigger everything else, and everything is about the spiral. Yeah. So that's completely okay, because that's what we need. We need the excitement, especially with all the releases that are happening, which is so sad. And I'm real sad. Side note, I love that we got our truth back.
Oh.
But we had to sacrifice something. And why did it have to be Jay?
Yep. Before we get to Jay, though, I got to say that pop, when our truth came out, I haven't seen a pop like that since CM Punk came back at, I think it was Raw or SmackDown, whatever it was in Chicago. And I mean, because we were all like, oh my God, our truth is gone. Like, so I don't know if it was planned or if it really was us, as fans, like, bring our truth back. I want to say that the script writers are that good to where they're like, hey, we're going to get rid of our truth and bring them back.
That was a smart
if it is
way to do it.
Great. I'd like to think that as fans, we brought him back, but I think if anything, it's 50-50, but that pop. And I mean, it was a shock because that was really the big news that week. It wasn't the matches. No, it wasn't really even Money in the Bank. It was our truth's not coming back to WWE. That
was insane. Yeah. And thinking about, like, obviously I talk to random people about this all the time and they don't even care. And I'm just like, just pretend to like it so I can talk to you about it. But it's like seeing our truth, like, he might not have been as present, but his presence in the back was so big. Yeah. And he's been a part of wrestling for so long.
Yeah.
And there's no way they could have gotten rid of him like that. But I am glad that for his last R-Truth match, it was against John Cena. Yeah. So I think that that's where it's hard for us as fans to be like, was it us or was it them? Because that could be the perfect, like, sayonara to R-Truth.
Yeah.
Because now he's coming back as Ron, and Ron don't like John Cena.
Yeah.
So it's like 50-50. Like, with all those factors coming in, it's like, who knows? But we got him back, and that's all we care about. And he did. I was like, come on, keep telling us, keep talking, because he is so mad. But it's so good because we finally get to see the other side, the real side of R-Truth. And like, oh, it's going to be so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, as much as he's known as the happy-go-lucky guy, we all, as human beings, have, breaking points.
Yeah.
Whether if it's story or not, it's definitely going to be interesting to see that side of it. So, I know you're, as you mentioned earlier, for us to get R-Truth back, as I sent you that Thanos post, what was it worth? We had to sacrifice Jey Uso. So let's talk about Raw. Let's get into it. I know this isn't going to be the favorite part of the segment, but, I know we got some feelings on it.
If I cry, I cried. When he won that belt, when Jey won, it is when you're in that arena and you can eat and it just like feeling it, like it's just a whole different experience. Like, even if you aren't a super fan of Jey, just doing that and seeing how the crowd interacts and seeing how they've pushed him really well. Now they should need to start pushing Jimmy more because Jimmy is good and they need to push him more. And I think they're on the way to doing that. But Jey, they've done such a good job, and Jey got so much hate after he won Royal Rumble. Yep. And I'm like, why? Explain why. Because he won because y'all didn't think he should win. First off, so sorry, but John Cena, you're really bad at acting on WWE lately, and you're an actor. You need to figure it out. And then Jey, Jey deserves that. Like, if you watch him through the match, like, he literally, there was times where he was just like resting because he was playing it smart, and other people might be like, he was hiding. No, he was playing it smart. Yes, he deserved that. Yes, he did. Yes, it's his time to shine. He is main event Jey Uso, yeet.
Yeah.
So, match was amazing. Yeah. They kept us on our toes. I had seen it, like I had texted you, and I was like, you said social media ruined it. It ruined it. But throughout that entire match, I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Because they did such a good job. Now, do I think Gunther should have won? No.
Yeah.
Because he's so good at wrestling, and he's a heel, so obviously fans aren't going to like him.
Yeah.
But also, you're losing. It's setting up for another storyline, obviously.
Yeah.
Because what if Jey turns heel? I don't know.
Ooh.
Because they've been talking about Cody. It's either Cody or Jey. One of them could be turning heel. And think about it. Gunther did that to Jimmy. And then he wants to come and be a bully. They also shouldn't have done that because Jey has also put his body through everything this whole weekend. Like, why is that smart? No, it's not smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I saw that tweet that nobody was in the back for Gunther, I got really sad. It really made me sad. But he doesn't care, and I have to respect that. You have to respect that.
I mean, he said it. He's like, this is for him, it's unemotional. It's about going in there, doing your job. Like, he is a straight up, I am here to wrestle 9 to 5. I'm leaving them feelings and emotions out of it. And you've seen it. I mean, the guy has had some kind of belt around his waist. I think for 80% of his career. If he
doesn't have a belt, nobody cares about him.
Exactly.
So it's like, to keep him relevant, almost he has to have a title.
Exactly.
Which is sad, but I'm glad that he's able to disconnect like that. That's a lot.
Yeah. And I mean, for us, it's definitely the relationships and And whether if it's heels or the baby faces or whatnot, when they partner up, obviously with Sami Zayn and Jey Uso and even Cody Rhodes, I do think that there's going to be another member that joins the whole Seth Rollins hurrah thing. Apparently, they just announced this week that Limp Bizkit is doing a intro song for Braun Breaker, which I'm interested to see what that's going to be.
Because his intro song is so sick.
Yeah.
As soon as it plays, I'm like, let's go. Like, let's go bench 500 pounds. Like, if he can do it, I can do it. It just gets you like hype.
Yeah. It's going to get interesting this year. I do want to just track back a little bit. You mentioned it briefly, and I know we've talked about this via text messages, and this could just be me, but I feel like this farewell tour with John Cena is ridiculously annoying at this point. And it's not just because he's a heel. It's just one of those things to where I remember Jeter's last year. And, when he would go to different stadiums and they would gift him with stuff, he's like, yeah, cool, whatever. I just want to get back to playing baseball.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course he was going to announce that it was his last year, with Cena, and I get it, merchandising money, this, that, and the other. It always each location, the colors change. So that location, the towels, the shirts, the hats, they're going to be selling more merchandise than ever. And of course it's his last year. So, think about how much this shit's going to be worth 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, TKO, WWE, they're not idiots. They know how to capitalize on their money. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, can you fucking retire already, dude? I'm over this shit. You guys have never appreciated me. And then the towel and the belt.
Quit crying.
God.
You're doing what you're well, I will say the two times that my mouth has dropped when the whole John Cena thing is when right before WrestleMania, when Cody and him had that one-on-one and Cody laid it in. My mouth was like, I got to rewatch that. It was so good. And he made a good point. You're getting these parents to spend money on wristbands and all this stuff. Swag is not cheap.
Yeah.
So you're pushing people to do that, and it's almost like they're overloading us on all of it.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I cannot believe I'm saying these words. I cannot believe I'm saying these words. But 15% of me might like CM Punk after his speech Raw on Monday.
It was great. It was great.
I do not like CM Punk. I don't get it. And maybe because I missed that whole era, but it was really good. And I think if you noticed how John Cena's hat was, it was very low down. So it almost, if you had just looked at it, it almost looked like they were going backwards to 2 years ago when they had that. I can't even remember because that was when I wasn't watching it, but something happened between them. And it just gave John Cena a different look. And it's almost because he knew CM Punk was right. He knows all these people are right and he knows all these people are wrong. Yeah. But it's just getting so repetitive that it's guys, change it up. We are so tired of seeing the same thing every single week with you. You complain that everybody hates you. You complain that everybody likes you. You complain that nobody's going to beat you. You're going to complain that you're going to ruin wrestling. Okay, well, do it.
Exactly.
Continue. Stop talk. I get a storyline is coming up, but come on now, because I'd rather watch. I don't care if John Cena is there anymore. He's not, to me, he's not one of my top wrestlers. I respect him for everything that he has accomplished, but we get it, my guy. We get it. Okay, we're done. Next. There's so much more that can happen.
Exactly. That's just my point, where it's just they did the countdown. They've been doing the countdown. And it's 18 more performances left. I'm like, can we make this 3 more? Can we just get to the end of this? And I know that there's a big picture ahead, which I'm going to say Uso losing the World Heavyweight Championship, I think is going to set up for him going after the full one. I think it's going to be Cena and Uso for the belt, and it's going to be with Uso on top. But then Cena comes back to reality and leaves on a high note.
Did you forget that Seth Rollins has won Money in the Bank, and that CM Punk and John Cena have a match?
Yeah. King of the Ring. So he can cash it in then. So you're right.
But he might not. He might wait. He might be toying with them.
Or he cashes it and then gets it, and then it ends with Rollins and then Uso, and then Cena helps Uso win the belt to redeem all of our love one final time.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Randy?
Oh, I love Randy.
What about Daddy?
There's so many superstars. There's so many. We're halfway through the year. SummerSlam's coming up. So I don't think there's actually been any matches set up for SummerSlam. So I guess King of the Ring is going to be before SummerSlam. Am I wrong?
No, King of the Ring is in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. So yeah, it will be King of the Ring. Then it'll be SummerSlam. So
that's insane.
I guess, and that's the thing. It's so early stages. We just had some of the qualifying matches. Speaking of which, one of the questions I want to ask you is favorite entrance songs. So Sami Zayn won, and he's going to the semifinals.
Yes.
His entrance song, it just gets me in the best mood. Like I feel like I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog or just like a fun video game.
Yes.
And the whole Let's Go, like I think it's top 5 underrated wrestling intro songs, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, because you just hear it and you're like, I don't even know who that is if they didn't know. And you're just like, oh, and it's just like,
let's go.
Yes. And it's like, come on, let's go. Like, it's literally saying that. Yeah. Penta has a really good entrance song. Like, that is really good. I mean, Seth, obviously, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Rhea's is going to be my top because it's just good. It fits and she goes along with it.
Yeah.
What other girls? Jade is played out. I don't care. She's very strong.
Oh yeah.
I think that the whole car thing and her going off was planned because they needed her to be better technically, because with her and Bianca was steering that ship.
Yeah.
And she wasn't really Jade wasn't really like flourishing. So they had to do that. And she's gotten better.
Yeah.
I still think that she shouldn't be where she is right now. She needs to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
But she's getting better. So I'm glad about that. God, Randy's.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk's is a good one.
Oh, it's classic.
You can't go wrong with that.
No.
Jay's, obviously.
Yes.
Cody. Well, I actually was in the gym and that song came on while I was working out, and I had to stop and I was like, what?
Oh, they played it in the gym?
Like, I had it in my headphones when I was working out.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right. I was going to say, I need to go to that gym if they're playing that kind of music.
Yeah. The new girls, their songs are okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie's, I didn't realize how big she is everywhere else. And
oh, yeah.
She is doing they're doing a really good job with her.
Yeah.
And Booker T, that's his girl. So I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yep. Yeah. I love Booker T. Okay.
So it's really, and that's the other thing I tell people is that it might look fake, but you have to understand that you can't just like go in a ring and throw yourself wherever.
No.
Like, you have to have your neck correctly. Like, you have to know how to land somewhere. Like, those ropes are not just like, oh, let's go into VIP. Those ropes will leave. Like, wrestling is so hard and it's terrifying. I don't want to break my neck. I don't want to be out for X amount of times because I have to have back surgery. Yes, I would love to participate in something, but that's just a whole nother like thing. So it goes deeper than what people understand, which is why I'm glad that Netflix is coming out with that new show in the summer.
Exactly.
Oh, so glad.
So my daughter and I, when it came out back in 2019, saw Fighting with My Family with Florence Pugh. And it's the true story of Paige.
Yes, it's so good.
So good. And that's how she kind of got into it a little bit. And then we just never really followed up with wrestling until, like I said, this year. And now, like, we catch up. And her hatred for Logan Paul is phenomenal. So she's just like, anytime someone can kick his ass. So I'm like, did you see that fight? You know what I mean? Did you see this, especially when him and Uso have been going at it?
Yeah.
So it's been fantastic. But Florence Pugh did a great job in that movie.
Yes.
And I don't really know where the fuck I was going with that. But yeah, oh no, just as far as what you were just
me.
yeah, just as far as what you were just saying, no, because it's funny because a lot of people are like, you know, even my dad growing up, he was always like, but it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. I'm like, and you know, when I was little, I was like, no, this is real. Like these are not predetermined
They're
outcomes.
not doing that.
Like and that's the thing. Like, yes, it's predetermined outcomes, but everything they do is real. Like, yes, they, you know, fix the tables a little bit so it's not real tables. And like, you know, they do some stuff to cut corners because they're not trying to kill these people.
But those ladders are real.
Right. You know,
fall off
and
of
that's the
those.
thing. Like, if you do a move the wrong way and land the wrong way, it could be death. It could
Like
be
Kevin Owens.
exactly. You know, I mean, it could lead to a lot of stuff. I mean, spinal cord injuries, the whole nine yards. And
I
so,
mean,
just like you said earlier, it's one of those things to where in movies, like, yes, these people are all actors, but then like when there's a scene, even if it's something as simple as just falling down like one step, they bring in a stunt double. These people
I mean,
do all their own stunts.
Rhea popped her shoulder back in at WrestleMania. You could physically see all of that.
Yeah.
And people want to sit here like but I'm gonna need Chad Gable. I'm gonna need somebody to pull off El Grande Americano's mask and
Eventually.
I'm so tired of this.
Me too. And I love the announcers because it's always like, you know, McAfee and the other guy, the British guy, they're like, no, that's not Chad Gable. And it's always our boy that's like, that's Chad Gable. Like everybody knows
Chad Gable. And I'm
just waiting for the mask to be pulled off.
Well, I think he had to do that because I think not bringing it to the table and he had to do something else. And I don't like Chad Gable. I don't like El Grande Americano. I don't like that at all. So
he's Kurt Angle. I don't even want to say 2.0. He's like Kurt Angle -2.
But I liked Kurt Angle. At least I liked Kurt Angle.
And that's, he's just another Kurt Angle. And like, we already had a Kurt Angle. Like, we don't,
come on now,
we don't
change
need
that.
you.
No.
And like, honestly, the whole American made thing, I'm like, all right, all you guys can leave. Like, we're good.
They need to change it up.
That's whose contract should be canceled right there. I think everybody would be fine with that.
Yes. I am glad that the Wyatt Six are coming back.
Yes.
Because when they came on, when they did that, it was insane because it's such a good feeling to see that they're still representing and carrying Bray's name and all that stuff. So it's nice to see that. And it's nice to see that no matter what, like I need Alexis to go in there. I need Sister Abigail to continue on. Like everything they're doing it good. And now they're going against all the tag teams in SmackDown, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because the tag team division in SmackDown is kind of getting DIY is shut up, quit crying.
Yeah.
Like they.
And honestly, even on Raw, I'm over the New Day. Like the tag team, I feel like the tag team divisions, honestly, on both of them, we just need some new shit coming up.
But why isn't there a girls tag team? Like a solid, good girls tag team? Because it's like after Bianca and Jade, it kind of just like fell off. Like they were kind of the last piece of the puzzle. Like Liv and Raquel are really good together.
All right. Before we wrap up.
Okay.
If you were to have a finishing move, what would your finishing move be called?
I think it would be called Louder Than Life. You know, you just gotta accept it. I think that's what it's gonna be.
I think you have a great name, and you could keep that as a wrestling name. You know, Devin Lowder.
Yes.
And then especially with a finishing move, and I can just hear the announcers now. Louder Than Life. Oh my goodness. Her back is broken. She's not alive anymore.
You tried to do the Louder Than Life, but it wouldn't work yet. Come on, guys. Together.
I think it's going to catch on. I think it's going to catch on.
I mean, it took me so long wrestling name. Oh, and everybody makes fun of me saying wrestling. I'm so sorry from Trinity, North Carolina, guys. In Trinity, we do a little slang, and it's wrestling because I don't want to say. Yes, it is wrestling. I know how to say it correctly, but wrestling, it's a part of who I am. Okay? Let me go ahead and clear the air on that.
Never change. And Devin, thank you so much for joining us. We cannot wait. Newest member of the ZDN team right here. More to come. I'm excited. Yes. I will be editing this hopefully tomorrow. It's going to be out soon. I promise. Yes. This is our first episode, but definitely not going to be our last. Your energy, everything is contagious. It's palpable. It's fantastic. I told you you're going to do a good job, and you have. So
I think I blacked out. I remember.
You're just like, I'm going in all in on wrestling.
Yep. It worked perfect.
So before we wrap up again, big thank you to our sponsors out there, Sailfish Comics, Scotty the Body Springer. Don't forget to hit them up at Top Rope Entertainment for all of your DJ and entertainment needs for corporate events, weddings, get-togethers, functions, so much more. Golden Ticket Cinemas. And of course, for those of you here in the Triad, if you're looking for some fun game nights and events, be sure to follow Greensboro Game Nights and Events on social media. And be sure to check out our website here at Zero Dark Nerdy, courtesy of our good friends over at Zibster. That is Zibster, a local website company right here in the Triad, making phenomenal, easy-to-use websites. Be sure to hit up Zibster. And, of course, the website, popculturepodcast.com. On behalf of Devin Lowder and the Louder Than Life finishing move. Oh, my God, her back is broken.
So great. I love it.
This is Brian, aka El Nino, aka the king of the Hawaiian t-shirts, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.